What's up, you guys? LQ here with the LQ Review. Thank you so much for joining me here at my YouTube channel. This is where I talk about all the geeky, nerdy stuff that I love to talk about. And right now, let's talk about the first two episodes of Yellowstone Season 5, Part 2. Alright, so we knew going into this batch of episodes, which sounds like it's going to be the series finale, we knew that Kevin Costner wasn't going to be in it. We didn't know how they were going to handle it. And it seemed to me like the only logical path that they had was to kill him off. He's not just going to leave the ranch. He's got too much invested into it, too much love for it, too much love for his family. So he's not going to go into hiding under a threat. You know, he's someone who's going to stand up and fight. The only real logical place they could take this is to kill him off. How are they going to do that without making everybody angry? Well, having Jamie do it is definitely logical. You could definitely see the story going that way. Did it make people angry? Maybe some people. I'm actually okay with making Jamie do it because I feel like that's the road that Jamie has been on. Jamie has already killed his biological father. You know, Jamie has already shown capacity to kill. Now, he's not the one who actually killed John. His lady friend hired a hitman to do it. And Jamie did show some regret over the decision. But having him be behind it, even if it's not directly behind it, it's still in character because Jamie is a character who his aspirations are going to be greater than any family ties that he has. So again, this is in character. Beth's reaction, obviously in episode 2, she confronts Jamie directly, and it was a great scene. And watching her figure out that he was indeed the one behind it was really good TV. And Beth is a fantastic character. So far, this season is off to a really strong start. As far as character development is concerned and as far as setup is concerned, its weakness is its weird time jumps. You know, part of the story being told is at the 4/6s, before John died. Part of the story being told is after John's death. And they're not always extremely clear on what's happening, you know, or when it's happening. So anything that's happening at the 4/6s you can assume was before John's death, but there at the end of episode 2, you see the cowboys riding in the sunset, and you can assume that that was maybe after John's death. Nothing is real clear. It takes a minute for you to kind of get your bearings and understand where you're at. You know, Rip and Beth, they were in a hotel before John died. And then Beth wakes up and she's on the ranch. And it takes a minute for you to say, oh, okay, we're after John's death now. There's been a time jump. So going back and forth, these time jumps back and these time jumps forward, it can be a little confusing. And maybe this is a result of the fact that they had to scramble when Kevin Costner left and they had to change some story around. But I still feel like there was a better way to handle it, even if it's just putting a subtitle on that says before and then a subtitle on that says after. You know, that would, as a viewer, that would get us our bearings to understand when what we're seeing is taking place. I still have really high hopes for this season. Like I said, the setup has been great. The character development has been great. You know, I have a feeling that I know where they're going with the ranch, and it involves Tate very much. But I don't know that for sure. So I'm excited to see how this plays out. So while it has some weaknesses so far, the positives in Yellowstone Season 5 Part 2 still far outweigh any negatives. And it's still fantastic television. I just wish that they could have tightened up the story a little bit and told it in a more linear fashion. So far that's my take on the first two episodes of Yellowstone Season 5 Part 2. What have your thoughts on it been? Let me know in the comments down below. While you're down there commenting, make sure you subscribe to my channel. And until next time, we'll see you guys later.